Finland has repeatedly been chosen as the happiest country in the world, according to various sources. But in stark contrast to all this happiness, all you need to do is lift the rug a little to catch a glimpse of a rather heavy side. In previous videos, we've mentioned a mix of virtues, curiosities and cheeky traits of this country, an almost idyllic and fun picture that avoids showing its bitter side. The least of its troubles is the high cost of living, and this extends to every aspect: rent, consumer goods, fuel. Just stepping into any supermarket is an intense experience on its own. The country in general functions, and it does so quite well. This is partly achieved thanks to high taxes, with a good portion of them being deducted directly from workers' salaries. The winter in this part of the world tends to be extremely harsh and long, and these two descriptions are quite generous. The lack of sunlight makes the picture even more dramatic. The sun timidly shows up around mid-morning and retreats by mid-afternoon. In the most northern areas, there are weeks when the sun doesn't even bother to say hello. But not everything bad is truly that bad. These harsh and relentless winters have a benevolent side. The intensity of the cold acts as a natural deterrent to mass immigration. Let's say the first points of friction are circumstantial ... The prices of products might seem excessive, maybe because we're poor and foreign. As for the weather, well, as my grandmother used to say, you get used to everything except not eating. But Finland's true Achilles heel lies in the consumption of overly cheerful substances, especially among the youth. This unfortunately causes the Grim Reaper to work many overtime hours, especially among those under 25. Ironically, the problem is so severe that it grants the happiest country in the world the highest rate in the entire European Union. At the same time, and no less dramatic, is the high number of people who voluntarily leave this world. While indicators have improved over the past 2 decades, Finland's rate in 2019 stood at 15.3 travellers per 100,000 inhabitants. The shadows continue to grow in the world's most fortunate country, and that's when the high consumption of strong spirits comes into play. Once again, the rate is well above the average of any other state. The Finns have an almost unpronounceable word, kalsarikani, which I've probably butchered, a habit that involves hydrating with strong drinks, usually while lightly dressed and in the solitude of one's home, and of course with absolutely no intention of going out. In this context, loneliness tends to be the ideal companion. This Finnish hydration method is largely considered a lifestyle tied to the lack of social contact among Finns. According to World Bank data, the average consumption of this pure disinfectant per person is 11.9 litres annually. Endless winters, little light, so many strong drinks, magical powders, and above all, such harsh loneliness eventually break even the toughest and most battle-hardened. In the end, mental health takes its toll, and the demand for prescription antidepressants is brutal. Putting aside any hint of irony, it's hard to understand how a country economically prosperous, safe, free of corruption, with top-quality education, abundant nature, and a high standard of living, along with a comprehensive social welfare system, and above all, constant political and social stability, can bear such heavy burdens. That's the problem, trying to understand the situation with our own mindset and social perception. The emotional suppression or introspection that Finns are known for might have something to do with something called sisu, a Finnish word that signifies strength, stoicism, and resilience. It's a key part of the national identity in this Nordic country. Finns, by nature, tend to show little intensity in their emotions. They value silent bravery and patience more than extravagant joy. Perhaps that's why they feel so confused about being repeatedly chosen as the happiest population in the world. Thanks for sticking with us till the end. If you enjoyed the video, which I hope you did, just give us a like and let us know what you thought of this particular side of Finland. We'll be seeing you in this suggested content or in just a few days with the next video. And if you ever come to Finland, behave yourself and be happy. Bye.